This is a discussion on Unit 3 dealing with copyright and fair use. Copyright deals with any intellectual properties as far as books, music, written works, sheet music, anything that you can make creatively. So if it's a creative process that goes through your head and you put it down on paper, or if it's transcribed in any type of way, you could get it copywritten. Copyrights are automatically made as soon as you make something, but it's best to get something copywritten in a definite way. So the way to do that is to patent something, especially if you invent something. Fair use is when you have the right to use any type of copywritten work. With fair use, you have certain exceptions that come with using copywritten work. The Constitution gives Congress the power to promote the progress of science and useful arts by securing for limited times to authors and inventors of the exclusive rights to their respective writings and discoveries. So basically, anything that they create is copywritten. That's what copyright is. First copyrights were good for up to 56 years. The copyright terms gave people 28 years, and then the copyright could be renewed for a second 28-year period. In 1998, the most recent version of having a duration of copyright was granted by the Sonny Bono Copyright Extension Act, also known as the Bono Act. And that's basically saying that it made a copyright good for the life of the creator plus 70 years. So if I made it like a beat, or if I wrote a song and I got it copywritten, that copyright would be good for life. And then after I died, then I would have 70 more years to own that copyright or pass it on to whoever. If it comes down to a time where copyright expires, the work becomes public domain, which is basically fair use. Like, anybody can use it. Public domain is basically the removal of a copyright. In 1976, the Fair Use Doctrine was recognized in the 1976 Copyright Act. In the 1976 Copyright outlined 4 criteria for determining fair use. So basically, you had the nature of the work, the purpose of the use, the amount of work used, and the effect of the use on the value of marketability of the copyrighted work. With the nature of the work, if the copywritten work is no longer copywritten, if it's in public domain, then you can use it. That's what it means by the nature of the work. For the second part, is asking what is the purpose of this use. So is it commercial, is it non-commercial, are you using it to teach a lesson like in school, or is it favorable? Does the work have a different meaning than its original intent? So that's important dealing with parody cases, because we're able to have parodies of a lot of different things. In the court case of Disney and Universal versus Sony, basically Sony ended up winning the court case because they came up with this Betamax VCR recorder, and it's like the court applied the 4 different items, and although all 4 of the items didn't apply, a major point was the third prong, basically saying the amount of work that was used. And so it's like that was what resulted in them winning that case.